Time is up. We are past the 7th hour. As promised, we will be conducting a social media review of a security company called the United States Protective Services. They are based out of Florida. I'm also told that they're based out of Texas. We need to talk about this organization. And just to be fair, by the time that you watch this video, about 12 hours have passed, maybe 24 hours have passed. I'm looking at my emails and I'm just waiting for additional information. I'm waiting for comments that are favorable to United States Protective Services. But right now, those comments are absent. I don't see any emails. I will delete this video if I find favorable information to U.S. Protective Services. If I'm being told by someone of significance, by quite a bit of people, that I'm being unfair, then I will not upload this video and I will not show this video to anybody. I will press the delete button. I found this company through Instagram. If you have Instagram, I am under the Firearms Trainer. It's common spelling, common writing, the Firearms Trainer. I go through a lot of different Instagram accounts if I can't find nothing on YouTube that is significant in the private security sector. And feel free, okay, if you think I'm not perfect, and I'm not perfect, you think I have a lot of blemishes in my background, feel free to scourge social media for me all you want. Criticize me, criticize my tactics, my techniques, all you want. It's open season. Because when you have an Instagram account, you have a YouTube account, Facebook, and it's publicly open, anybody could see it, open season. What I saw on the uniforms of these officers who are employed by U.S. Protective Services, what I saw on their uniform is disturbing. I saw the SWAT pin. I also saw the ERT pin. By wearing that pin, you're telling everybody, you're telling the public, either pin, that you have previously been on a SWAT team or an ERT team. An ERT stands for Emergency Response Team, or there's also a Tactical Response Team as well. Anyhow, if you're wearing those pins, you're telling us all that you've been on such tactical team before. Or maybe you went through some rigorous training that is provided by your employer, your private security employer. You had maybe some physical fitness qualification standards, maybe some shooting standards, but there were standards that were met. And I'm okay with the private employer putting their employees through maybe a 2-week, 3-week rigorous program and calling themselves SRT, ERT, or even SWAT. I have no problem with that at all. But that information is absent. Okay. If you have information otherwise that's contradictory to what I'm saying in the comment section box below, please comment. Please send me an email and I will make revisions. Some of you don't believe that 7-hour time frame, which essentially it's more than 7 hours or 24 hours. You don't believe it's fair. You could comment. You could still comment. You could comment a year from now if you want. Some might ask, or they might argue, who cares what they put on their uniform? Well, first, I care. And I hope that you care too. Because if those qualifications or those standards are not met, okay, that agency, that company, okay, is falsely advertising the level of services that's provided. Because when I'm a client, okay, if I have a guy with a SRT pin, an an ERT pin, a SWAT pin on their uniform, I'm expecting somebody that has higher level of training and standards. But as I scour through the channel, I see somebody who's overweight wearing the ERT pin. My question is, did this person have to meet physical fitness standards? My next question is, can this person do a pull-up? They might be able to. I don't know, because I can't find that information out. I go to the website, there's no biography, there's no description on the standards that have to be met in order to wear that pin. I don't know. Can this person do a pull-up? Why is that significant? Because they might have to climb, okay, on top of a roof in order to provide SWAT type services, in order to provide ERT services. It is false advertisement if there's no backing behind that pin. Some of these guys might be prior military. Thank you for those of you who have honorably served. Those of you who've been through special operations, infantry, military, police, who have this tactical training, okay, advanced tactical training. I have no issue at all with you guys putting a SWAT pin or ERT pin, whatnot. I don't care. But those who've been in the military, who haven't met those qualifications or standards, it's almost like stolen glory or stolen valor. Some of you guys in the military might be saying, you know what, I've been to the military, I could put all these pins on. Okay, well, if you haven't been through similar SWAT level training, okay, it's reverse stolen valor. Actually, it's stolen valor. How would you like it? I haven't been in the military, by the way. How would you like it if I put on a military uniform, I put all of the ribbons that you earned, and I walk around town with it? Okay, and I get free stuff. Sometimes stuff isn't free, but I walk around with that on. Would you like that? The badge is just deceiving. It says officer on there, and it almost replicates federal badges. There's a federal agency called Diplomatic Security Services, also known as DSS. They are legitimate. Their badge looks very like the U.S. Protective Services badge. The patch, there's no indication at all that they're security. Guys and gals, if I saw these security officers on the street guarding a post, if they're just standing like that, I personally would have difficulty figuring out who they are. I mean, I think I can spot them out faster than your average person on the street, but it would take me a lot longer because there's no indication at all on their uniforms that they're private security. This is what really caught my attention. One guy was wearing a SWAT pin, and then his partner or somebody else on another picture was wearing an ERT pin. That was the biggest clue. You're either SWAT or you're either ERT. Pick one. Okay, that was the biggest giveaway. These security companies that are flaunting these SWAT pins and ERT pins, they're making us all look bad in private security. Because you have these guys in private security who are not able to perform to SWAT or ERT standards, yet they don that pin. Unbelievable. Different agencies have different requirements. Different law enforcement agencies have different requirements to wear that SWAT pin. I'm sorry, to be a member of the SWAT team or ERT pin. There's always different requirements. You guys just don't know what I had to go through to be able to be part of a team like that. I did like a 40-minute video on the challenges that I had to overcome. Okay. A police officer has to go through what's 4 to 6 months of basic training, and then 2 to 3 weeks of SWAT school in order to be a member of a SWAT team. And there's like 10% of SWAT teams out there that they're do or die SWAT teams. Basically, you get washed out in the PT. Again, it's just doing a disservice. It really is stolen valor, guys. I mean, you have legitimate SWAT operators out there. I personally, I don't wear any SWAT pins on me. Maybe I'll do that next year or something, but right now I don't have nothing on me. Where I work at, about 90% of the department was awarded ribbons. I didn't get awarded any ribbon. My uniform, there's nothing on it. There's nothing on it. I'm not crying about it. I'm not complaining about it. I'm just saying that I know what I have accomplished in life. And I'm proud of myself for things that I accomplish in life. And other people are proud of me. Just because I don't have a pin or a ribbon, that doesn't mean that I made those accomplishments. I've done some things in life that really tested my knowledge, skills, and abilities, but I was never noticed. Okay, I wasn't in the right place at the right time. The only person that was watching was God, and that's all that matters to me. I don't need to have a SWAT ribbon or SWAT pin in order to feel special, to feel better about myself. If you need to have a SWAT pin or ribbon to make yourself feel better, maybe there's another field or an occupation that you could get into. Those of you guys who are out there looking like cops, why don't you just go to the academy and be a cop? Go through training. I teach at the police academy. Come to the police academy with me. It'll take 10, 11 months out of your life, and afterwards you're eligible, if you pass backgrounds, to be a cop. If the problem is, well, I have too much stuff in my background, okay, and I'll never get hired. Why is it so important to play cop? Matter of fact, playing cop is dangerous, and it's against the law. Not saying that what I saw was against the law, because according to my friend, what you see on camera was perfectly legitimate. Then I see one of their officers, I think is the owner of the company, have hash marks on his sleeve. Looks neat, looks nice. I'm told that he's former law enforcement. I have no problem with that. Looks professional. Were they earned? I don't know. And in what capacity? I don't know. I didn't see a bio. Maybe I missed something. Okay. I don't want my opinion to persuade you guys into thinking a different way about the security company. This is just my personal opinion. This is Sean's opinion. Maybe they legitimately went to SWAT school, or they were prior SWAT operators or ERT members. I don't know. What this video basically calls for is, can you please help us out? Can you please educate us? What are your thoughts on this? Is it acceptable? Is it cringy to put SWAT pins on your uniform? Do you believe it's stolen valor? One last thing. Here's my face. Hey guys, make sure that you watch Mike Alvarez's video. I will leave a link in the description box below and maybe somewhere in the comments. Mike Alvarez made an excellent follow-up video to my video, and he's going to approach this issue from a different perspective. Last but very not least, one other thing that I forgot to mention is that my opinion on this company is based on those photographs that I have. I have never talked to anybody who has worked for that company. Look like there's a gentleman in the comment section box that is familiar, but I've never personally worked for the company. Again, let my video not form your opinion. Looking forward to the comments, the dialogue. I appreciate all of you guys. Take care.